stuff is killing me. I gotta keep going. I gotta at least get into Port Clinton. Okay, it has seriously about killed me, but we've made it to Port Clinton. At least the railroad tracks of Port Clinton. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know. I'm gonna go to lunch and figure out the plan. Well, it's very pretty. Walking into Port Clinton here, over the river. The railroad is behind us, back there. I just wish that I felt better right now. I always say that I'm not joking when I tell people my dog hikes better than I do. Look at him, just trotting along. He got wet, he's dry now, muddy feet, happy as can be. As we head into downtown Port Clinton, the trail turns to the right up there where Stan is, but we're gonna go to the left up to a hotel and restaurant, and I'm gonna see if they have a room because I'm stopping here tonight. Alright, well, we had a huge, ginormous lunch in Port Clinton, and the hotel is not open. So I have no place to stay here in Port Clinton. My feet feel better after sitting for a bit. They don't feel good, but they feel better. So we have all kinds of severe weather alerts pinging on our phones. Tornado watch, tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning, and looks like it's going to be hitting here in a few hours. So I don't have a choice but to hike out, and I'm just going to go as far as I can. The guys will likely be able to make it to the shelter before the severe weather hits. I don't know if I'm going as slow as I was going this morning. There's no way. So I'm forcing myself to walk through the pain. Hopefully as I get back out onto the trail and onto the rocks, I'll be able to keep going, but if it looks like it's going to get bad, I'm just going to have to stop and throw the tent up and deal with it. We shall see. Not been the best day on trail, that's for darn sure. Well, we are now under a mile from the shelter. I have somehow managed to pull it out. Feet are screaming at me, but it has not been as rocky in this last section as it was prior to Port Clinton, although there's definitely been some rocky sections. And Stan the man has stuck with me in these miles to make sure I'm doing okay. Considered stopping short at a campsite about 1.5 miles before the shelter, but I'm gunning for the shelter, getting the miles in that we had planned for the day. He laid hands on me and prayed that we would also get to the shelter safely before these storms hit tonight. And so far, that's what's happening. A little less than 1 mile to go now. Not sure if I'm gonna set up my tent or sleep in the shelter because I hate sleeping in the shelter. Can't stand the thought of critters. But putting up my tent means standing on my feet longer. So we shall see. Hi. Hi. Well, here we are in our tent. We made it. I'm gonna give him a kiss real quick. Come here, give mommy a kiss. Give mommy a kiss. Well, as you can see, it's not storming yet, but storms are on the way. I made it to the shelter. I'm gonna get emotional. I don't know how. Sand and steps and every prayer warrior that we know out here was praying for me today. It was a real blessing to roll into camp and have everyone come up and hug me and tell me they were praying for me, and went and got water for me and took my pack and asked if they could help me set up. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. But yeah, it's supposed to storm pretty bad tonight. We're all getting alerts on our phones about tornadoes and hail and high winds and lightning and all of that, but calm before the storm hasn't started yet. So I have taken probably more than prescribed Advil PM, and I am going to go to bed like right now, and hopefully the storms don't keep me awake too much because I need a good night's sleep. And talk to Stan and the steps, and we're just taking it 1 mile at a time, 1 day at a time, and we're there for each other. And I cry again. Yeah, they're good guys. Good guys on a bad day. All right, good night. Good morning. And it is a good morning. I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable here. Slept very, very well last night. Slept hard and didn't wake up. And slept very well. And we had no storms. Amazingly, the storms totally missed us. They were all around us and just never over us. So no severe storms. Tent is dry this morning, and I slept for probably 10 hours straight. So yay. Feet are swollen this morning. I got up and walked around a little bit, went to the bathroom. They're not painful, but they're not right. they're not like normal either. So we're supposed to go 16.6 miles today, and yes, that is today, is 16.6. We got a couple ups. We're in the Pinnacle and Pulpit Rock area of Pennsylvania, so we should have some good views today. Stan also says it's very rocky, so I'm just gonna go slow, take a lot of breaks, and if I get into camp at dark, I get into camp at dark. If I get into camp crawling and crying, I get into camp crawling and crying. We will see how today goes. In the meantime, got my coffee, I have finished my breakfast, and little man, hold on a second here, little man here has already been up, walked around, gone potty, eaten a good breakfast. Yo, there you are. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, grumpy butt. And now he's going back to sleep. I should have recorded you when you were awake. Goofball. Morning dog. Alright, I gotta finish getting ready and packed up. See y'all on the trail. Well, trail was nice for a while, and now this is what it has been for probably a half mile now. Back to bouldering, rock climbing. Takes it out of you. Feet are doing all right. And we got a lot more miles of this today. See the white blaze up there? That tree that's in the mist? This is the trail. Yep, fun stuff. This is the trail. There's the blaze. There's Obi looking at it. Well, here we are at Pulpit Rock, which Stan says is one of the best views in Pennsylvania. And as you can see, it's amazing. And due to what you have to do to get up here with the rocks and my feet, I will probably never make this climb again. So this is the view I get from Pulpit Rock. Woohoo! What do you think, Zobes? Zobes is like, I'm just glad to take a break, buddy. Or mommy, I got water and I'm gonna get a treat. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
The sun drains it.
Alright, here we are.
Yeah, it does.
Made it to Pulpit. All right, no, this isn't Pulpit Rock. That's where we were this morning with no view. We're at the Pinnacle. And yes, we do have a view. The sun has come out and come out strong, actually. I am sitting here with my umbrella as shade for me and Zobi, conked out. We enjoyed lunch, climbed over the rocks. Well, not lunch, but another snack break. We're only 3.8 miles in, though. We got a long way to go today. Beautiful view, though. Hello. So we are, well, I should say I am, because I don't know where the guys are. I am about a quarter of a mile from our first water source for the day, which is 5.8 miles from the shelter this morning. I've rationed out my water between me and Zoe, and I'm down to my last drops, so looking forward to getting some nice cold spring water and moving forward from there. Going at a slow pace, just trying to take it easy on my feet. Took longer breaks than I probably would have otherwise at Pulpit Rock and the Pinnacle back there. Did actually enjoy a view at the Pinnacle and some sunshine. It's heating up, getting warm now. It's going on 11. It's like 10:45, which means got on trail at 7:15, 3.5 hours with 2 long breaks and going slow. I mean, coming up on 6 miles in, definitely slower than our normal pace, but it's Pennsylvania. It's me, it's my feet and these rocks. But my feet are doing well, much better than yesterday. 6 miles in yesterday, I was literally in tears and didn't think that I was going to be able to even make it the 9 miles into Port Clinton, let alone the 15 miles that I ended up doing to the shelter and camping. Doing 16.6 today, so just, like I said, just trying to take it easy and thankful for everyone's prayers. Gotta say this too, I woke up this morning to a lot of text messages from friends and family whom I had messaged last night before going to bed, and got a lot of people praying for me, sending me encouragement, offering advice. So, you know, a lot of this is mental. The pain is one thing, it's physical. Yes, it sucks and it hurts, and you know, maybe not, you can push through it depending on what the pain ailment is at the moment, but the pain physically can transfer to a breakdown in your mental game, and the emotional and mental aspects of this is huge. So a good night's sleep, a lot of prayers, encouragement from other hikers, encouragement from my friends and family, and today's a lot better. So just taking it one step at a time, 1 mile at a time, 1 day at a time. Whew, that was a climb, but we made it up to Dan's Pulpit. After our lunch break, here's my men hanging out over here getting a snack after the lunch break. There's my other little man right there curling up and taking a nap. Sobe! Hey, little man! Hi, baby! You want some water? Yeah, okay, mommy, give you some water in a minute. We just climbed about 2 miles, 2.5 miles up here to Dan's Pulpit and got a view. And Stan was just pointing out right over there is where we were earlier with the Pinnacle. So we walked all along all of that, down to a stream where we had our lunch, and then back up to here. All right, let's give Zoe some water. I think Zoe likes that idea. You thirsty, buddy? Yeah. See, mommy, I climbed. It was hot. All right, we are 2.5 miles from the shelter. I have 6.6 extra pounds of water on me, and I'm going over rocks. And there's been blowdown after blowdown in this section of the trail. So I'm starting to hit my wall. But I'm just thanking the Lord that so far I've gotten through over 14 miles without too much pain today. And yeah, there's been some big rocky areas, and there's definitely been a lot of rock like what I'm going through here. Actually, this isn't so bad. There was actually a pretty smooth cruisy section today, and here comes another blowdown. I have literally lost track of how many blowdowns I've had to go over. Oh, this one I can actually go around. Finally. The last half mile, I think there's been like 24 blowdowns, and like no way around them. I know you like to watch my dog pee. So pee. Yeah, we stopped at a water source here on the ridgeline that was 0.1 steep blue blaze, and we decided carrying the water and doing 0.1 for a 0.2 extra round trip would be better than the 0.3 super steep blue blaze at the shelter tonight, adding over another half mile of steepness to our day. And now I'm like, but I have to carry 6 more pounds on my back over rocks. That probably wasn't the smartest thing. Here's, yay, Pennsylvania rocks. This is what most of this ridgeline walk today, most of the 14 miles has been like, is this, just scattered rocks to climb over and try to not step on and poke up into your feet. All right, I'm gonna go see you at the shelter whenever I get there. Look at this. I'm sitting on a blowdown I've had to climb over. This is the trail, nothing but rock. The blowdowns are adding to it, making it even more difficult because they're constant everywhere. I'm freaking exhausted. I've done a half mile since my last video and my feet are screaming at me. My body is aching. I'm freaking exhausted. This is tough work going over all these rocks, and all these freaking blowdowns are making it even worse. I have 2 miles to go. It's probably gonna take me longer to do these 2 miles if it continues like this than it took me to do like probably the 5 miles leading to it. This is ridiculous. Right now, I feel like this is the most beautiful blue blaze I've ever seen. And that's the most beautiful shelter I've ever seen. Holy cow. That was 3 miles of rocks that make Rocksylvania its name. I am gonna go sit down, take my shoes off, and die. Little man showed everyone up. He's still going like that was nothing. Hello? Hello?
Are you as tired as we are?
Oh my God, I'm exhausted. What?
Both of us were just like, we're exhausted.
What was that?
That was exhausting.
Oh my gosh.
The last
3 miles was pure
3 miles
rock.
was horrible.
Oh, I gotta die. Okay. So just finished dinner up at the shelter, which is, I don't know, that away. There it is. There. And was over here chatting with Steps. Hey, Steps. And I go to get into my tent to curl up for the night. And guess what I see? Sobe! Whose bed is that? Sobe, whose bed are you on? Little man. Hey. Hey, is that Mommy's bed? Is that Mommy's bed? It's like, I don't care. I'm sleeping in it. Goofy boy. I love you, baby. I guess I'll share my bed with you for a little while. All right. It's been an eventful, rocky day. But we did it, 16.6 miles today. And we have 15 tomorrow. We'll be going over the knife's edge. All right. See y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. It is Saturday, June, oh my gosh, I don't even know what day it is. 16th, 17th, 18th. I honestly don't know. So it happens out here, you lose track of time. But I know it's Saturday because I have 1 full day of hiking left, and then we have a Nero into Palmerton tomorrow, which is Sunday, and it's Father's Day. And I don't know what date Father's Day is. But Carissa and Courtney are meeting us to see Stan for Father's Day in Palmerton tomorrow. So I have 15 miles of rocks to get through today. Yesterday was difficult, got through it, and I was up for about 3 hours in the middle of the night with some throbbing foot pain. Took some more Advil PM. I've already taken Advil this morning. I've done a bunch of stretching and foot exercises and praying, and got to get through today. This is what it is in this stretch. We're going to be going over the knife's edge today and just a bunch of rocks all day. So little man is sound asleep in the corner while I finish packing up. I'm almost done. Say hi. Good morning, little man. Hi, baby. He's been up. He's gone potty. He had a good breakfast. And now he's glaring at me because he wants to go back to sleep because he knows we have rocks to go over today. He does it better than I do. All right, I got to finish packing up. The guys are almost ready and I'm not. Well, just had my first official trail miscommunication mix-up with Stan and Steps. I am about 5.5 miles into the hike today, and my feet were hurting this morning before we even left, and I told them I was probably going to be hiking slow today. And I figured they just decided to hike their own hike and take off and leave me, because normally they wait for me every so often, and we usually take a morning break together and all of that. And that when it was just me and Stan hiking together, he would send me text messages like, you know, with the time and what mile he was at and taking a break, or, you know, would ask me to do the same. And so we were always in communication with one another. And I was starting to get a little irritated, if I'm being honest, because I was 4 miles in, and then 4.5 miles in, and then approaching 5 miles in. And I've never, since the day Stan and I started hiking together, gone 5 miles without seeing him or hearing from him. And so I was like, well, they know my feet hurt. We had this big discussion the other day about hiking your own hike, and maybe I'm gonna have to lag behind a little bit, and I guess they just decided to go on without me. So I'm, you know, hurt feelings a little bit, but understanding at the same time. And I was like, maybe I'll make it to the campsite we have designated tonight, and I'll see them there. I'm just gonna hike alone today. So unbeknownst to me, there was a road crossing at 4 miles in with a restaurant Stan had wanted to go to, but the restaurant didn't open until noon. So we knew we weren't gonna be able to go there. There is, however, a water spigot there that they let hikers use. And we had talked about getting water there. Well, I didn't need water, and I got to the road crossing, and I started to hike down to the restaurant, and I didn't see them there. So I went back and crossed the road and kept hiking. Well, I guess they were there. I didn't see them. They were waiting for me, and waiting for me, and waiting for me. And then some other section hikers that are, just gonna be honest, kind of weird. We've leapfrogged them a bit this last couple of days, and they're just a little weird. They told Stan and Steps that they had passed me like a mile back on the trail prior to that. And I haven't seen anyone, not a soul on the trail today. So when Steps finally called, because he went running back a mile back to see if I was okay, because he thought I was hurt or something. And I'm like, no, I'm still hiking. I'm looking for you guys. So he said he's gonna call Stan, tell him where I am. And this is where, oh, this is nice actually. So I told him there was a view marked on far out, 0.2 from where I was when Steps called. And I was gonna go sit there and look at the view and wait for them. Miscommunication, even with cell phones and talking beforehand and everything, I feel bad that Steps did an extra 2 miles round trip because he thought I was hurt. I don't know why they didn't just text me. Stan always texts me and tells me where he is. And anyway, so here's where I am. I got a little bitty bit of a view through the opening right there, and a nice little fire pit with steps. What am I trying to say? Rock chairs that I'm gonna sit at. Probably have to wait like half an hour for them now. So I'm 5.6 miles in, and they were waiting for me at mile 4, and Steps still has to go catch up with Stan. Oh well, at least I get to rest my feet for a bit. Stop in the middle of this. 1, to catch my breath, and 2, to try to get it on record. This is the knife edge. Been going across it here for a bit. Back up here. That's what I've been going across all the way back for a while. This is what I still have to go ahead of me. There's been this nice little view off to our right. Zoe and I are navigating our way through the rocks across it all here. And all right, I'm gonna keep going.
Straight down.
Is there.
You're doing a great job there. You didn't follow the white blaze though. There you go. There's an easier way down to your left.
That's what I was just looking at. I think you want to go over here. Over here. Over there. There you go. Good boy. Nope. Nope. Over there with the sand. Nope. Over here. Over here. Down the tree. Over the sand.
This way.
Over there with the sand. Over there. Good boy.
Good job.
Yay!
Yay.
Here we go again. Made it over the knife's edge. You have to watch Stan's video because he recorded me coming over it with Zobi and some other big rocks after that. Then we actually had a nice little smooth portion for a little bit, and now we're back to this. And there we go. Got about a mile of this up and down, and then we are going to stop at a shelter for lunch. And I'm going to put my phone away. I'm sorry I don't record more of the Pennsylvania rocks, but I cannot look at where I'm recording and look at where I'm stepping at the same time. And I really don't want to break my phone. So, stopping to put my phone away so I can climb. Bye-bye. Say bye, Zobes. Bye-bye. This.
So much easier if Mom would carry me.
It would be so much easier if Mom would carry me like that. Say hi. Do you want to say hi to the kitty? Is the kitty nice to doggies?
Oh no, the kitty will scratch your
Oh, okay. We're not going to scratch the doggy. Hi, Jasper. Say, are you getting a ride up the rocks today? Bye, Jasper. That is something I have not seen all the way from Georgia. First for everything. What do you think about that, buddy, huh? Yeah, this is fun. It's like Knife Edge Part 2. And that's what we just came across. Oh, how'd Stan get behind me?
I went to the view.
Oh, I totally missed that there was a view.
Oh, it was a good one.
Oh, I totally missed it.
Yeah.
I was just looking down trying to get over rocks.
I totally forgot this section.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This is like the Knife Edge Part 2.
Yep.
Here, I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you go ahead of me because you're part mountain goat.
Totally forgot about it.
All right, show me how it's done.
All right.
Typical New Yorker. I forgot about it.
I forgot about it.
Zobi's like, show me how to do this, Uncle Stan.
All right, well, first of all, right here you sit on your butt.
I think so.
We're close to it.
I think I might hand you Zobi down this part.
I can do that.
All right. Actually, Zobi can probably get down it better if I just take him off the leash. There's no snakes around, I hope.
No snakes.
All right, I'm gonna take Zobi off leash. I'll slide down on my butt. Well, we've been talking about the rocks and getting separated and communication and all kinds of other craziness that has happened today, and haven't actually talked about the weather that's going on this weekend. Crazy, it's June, later in June, and it feels like a day in early April right now. I'm actually cold, I have goosebumps. We just stopped at the shelter for lunch and I got really chilly. I was like, I need to get out my puppy. And the wind has picked up. We're supposed to have like 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts tonight. It's pretty steady right now, although it's died down just a teensy bit from a little bit ago, or it might just be a little blocked in the section I'm in right now. Yeah, we're supposed to have overnight lows in the 40s tonight. It is late June. I don't know, I still don't know what day it is. I think it's like the 18th or 19th. And yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna have sorry, I'm going over rocks again, looking down. We're gonna have overnight lows in the 40s tonight. Craziness. I'm cold hiking in long sleeves and pants. Zobi seems to be okay, but he was a little chilly on one of the breaks earlier, so probably gonna put his little outfit back on him and definitely have him wrapped up in a blankie tonight. Maybe even tuck him in under the quilt with me tonight. I can't believe I'm having to do this in June. I thought maybe when we got further north that we might have this issue, but Huh. Not in Pennsylvania in June, but I'll take it. Good morning. Hi, baby. Good morning. Hi, baby. Good morning. Well, you can hear the guys talking behind me. We made it to the campsite last night. My phone was being dumb. I couldn't record for some reason, so I turned my phone off, left it off all night, and I was recording just fine again. So thank God. So I was like, crap, do I have to take my phone in again? But no, I don't. So made it to the campsite last night, did 15 miles, and we have about 3.5 miles. Little confusion in far out. There's an alternate route to the AT, a reroute rather, that they did in this area, and we're not sure if far out is updated with it or not. So somewhere between 3.5 and 4 miles, depending on the reroute, into Palmerton, where Carissa is going to meet us. And Zoe's very excited about that because it's a short day. Zoe, I said you're excited about that. How are you guys doing? Where are you at? I don't know if I can see you from here. All I can get is, nope. They're over there. Anyway, they're doing well. They're up. Alright, I am having coffee. Coffee! And breakfast is bars this morning. And yeah, that's that. So we'll see you on the trail with this dog awake. Awake, awake. Zoe. Yeah, thanks for that. So we are on a little section that is now the AT. The old AT is a Blue Blaze alternate route, but this section gives more of a view. It's also longer. It adds about a half mile. And that was what last night we were trying to figure out the difference between what my phone was saying was the distance to Palmerton and the distance Stan's phone was saying was the distance to Palmerton. And I believe it is this, that my phone has not updated this as being the actual AT. But it is, because this is where the white blazes are. And the other one is marked with the blue blaze. So, not sure why they rerouted it through here other than to give you a little bit more scenery, I guess. But it is about a half mile longer, which makes today's hike 4 miles instead of 3.5. But that's okay. We have plenty of time. So a little bit of a close-up of the view that we're getting on the new route here. The river running down through there, heading into Palmerton today. And Zoe's like, let's go, it's windy and cold today, Mommy. Yeah, it got cold last night. It was June 19th, I finally figured out what day it is. Today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Late by the time I get this uploaded. And yeah, it was 40 degrees last night and very windy. So we were all in our winter gear and our puffies, and Steps and I were even talking about, more view behind me. Steps and I were even talking about, we were considering putting our mittens on this morning about 5 a.m. because our hands were cold. Crazy. Middle of June, getting towards the end of June, and we're wearing our winter gear. But that's okay. I would rather be chilly. It's actually comfortable hiking right now. Very good weather for hiking. As opposed to hot and sweaty and nasty. Oh, here we go. It's opening up again. Look at this. Man, it's windy today. Yeah, there's the river. That's a pretty view right there. Look at that. There we go. That's what we like. It is. Kind of like the reroute, even though it adds a half mile. Alright, we are still on the reroute. Town right down there is Palmerton. This is Lehigh Valley. So we got Lehigh Gap coming up to climb out of tomorrow. Stan caught up with us. He's head of Steps up there. And we compared all of our far outs. They're all different. It's so funny. Mine shows what we're on as just a green line. Stan's is updated and showing it as the actual trail. Steps has us off trail wandering around in the wilderness. Look how pretty. Hey! Stan's up there videoing. Look how pretty. I like the reroute, even though it adds a half mile. Pretty, pretty. Sophie, we got to get excited about this. Look, our first blueberries on trail. Oh, my water's spilling on me. Our first blueberries on trail. Look, look, I'm so excited. Ah, it's all blurry. Come on, show me the blueberries. Blueberries, blueberries, blueberries.
I didn't think they'd be blooming this ripe this soon.
June 19th, we got blueberries. All right, I'm gonna eat some. All right, we are down the mountain, crossing Lehigh River, Lehigh Gap. And Stan was quick to, if the car's good. Stan was quick to point out that that is what we get to climb up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll just focus on the river for now, the pretty valley. Zoe's excited. The sun's out, it's warming up, we're not cold anymore. We get to go over the river here in just a minute. Here we go, getting closer to the river here. Pretty, sun sparkling off of it. It is windy today. This morning that wind was cold. Now, it feels a little bit better. Still a little chilly, to be honest. But sun's out, so that helps a lot. Here we go, coming out to the river now. Pretty! Pretty, pretty, pretty. What do you think, buddy? Zoe's like, how many bridges have we crossed, Mommy? We've walked over lots and lots of bridges. Here we go. Lehigh Township. Oh, pretty. Here we go. Nice. Oh my God, did you just lose your trekking pole?
I did.
No way! And I got it on video! You seriously just lost your trekking pole? Oh, Steve! How'd you do that?
It's going to go right out there.
Oh no! You leaned it up against the railing and it slid between the poles. Oh no! Well, I guess we're going to an outfitter's today.
I have another set too.
Oh, and Krista probably didn't bring it, did she? It might still be in her car. It was there last time. Oh man. Well, Stan's pole is now out there somewhere. That sucks. Alright, almost to the end of the bridge. Another problem with Stan losing his trekking pole is that he has a trekking pole tent. Another reason why I did not get a trekking pole tent. Oh, that sucks. Alright, we're almost to the end of the bridge. Obes, are we done?
How far away?
Do you get to roll around in the grass? See, oh yeah, Mommy, I did my roly-poly. I think I'm gonna do it again now. Yeah. Here we go. Time to roll. There it is. Roly-poly. Yeah, this is the celebration at the end of the hike. You goofy boy. Crack me up. Oh, I love you. How you doing, Steps? That was a nice, easy 4 miles.
Getting to sit down.
Yeah, get your chair all set up. Ooh, Zoe's like, I want to sit in your chair with you. I want to sit in your chair with you. And we've got one trekking pole less Stan over here. Checking to see where Carissa is. Who's that? He's feeling better, yes.
Yeah, we are.
Say hi,
You
Karis.
can't believe what I just did.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna go down. I even got it on video. What you got there? What is that? Eggs and tomato? Is that for your crappaw? Yeah, for Father's Day? He's not crappaw. What do you call him? Gumpa. Gumpa. Hey!
Oh, unlock it.
Good to see you again. Again. Happy Father's Day. Woo! I heard you're going to summer camp. That's exciting. Look at this. Zoe ended up getting some trail magic. He is one happy boy. You're such a good boy, Tobes. We're at Bert's Steakhouse having
I
brunch.
wish you a happy Father's Day. And they do scrap in the woods. Yes and yes. Do you
Crap in the woods.
Yes and yes. That's great.
That's funny, you two. Oh, and what's the bag? I think I see. Is it say peanut butter cups on it? Yeah, there we go. That's his favorite. That's awesome. Yay. All right, I just have to say I am really glad we are slack packing. Here is my tip to any future thru hiker. Get slack packed out of Palmerton up Lehigh Gap, because this would suck with a full pack. Holy freaking cow, we are literally rock climbing right now.